Happy rising. I woke up early this morning and I was riding to work thinking I was, going to be right on time. But instead, I'm 30 minutes early. So I decided to park and hang for a bit, and I started feeling like this opportunity came because some sort of message wants to come through. So I'm going to go with it and see what we want to say here. "105. Every time I try to think about the message, I get a little bit choked up. And I just had a confirmation burp as well. I really have to say that the signs and synchronicities among everybody that is coming out of hiding, I guess, coming out of being fake and just recording themselves. I mean, we have all this technology to connect and to share our thoughts and our feelings and connect with anybody in the entire world based on, synchronicities and everything. And I just find it so amazing. A lot of people are so scared of their shadow and their ego. There's a lot of fear right now. And it's not fear of it's not fear of the one way that you're going, but it is like fear of feeling safe. Like, people are so scared to lose everything. And I keep being taken to Job in the Bible. And I saw this post that was like so strange about Job. And I was just like, the interpretation was still outside of yourself, like the way that they were explaining it. And it's just, it really is all you. It is all you. You're in there, the divine source that is capable of loving yourself more than anything. But when that happens, and I just glanced over and out of my peripheral vision on my window is just like a smudge or something, but it looked just like a Sasquatch for a second. So I love Sasquatch, and I love living out where I do in Western Washington, because Sasquatch and spirituality and all of that kind of stuff is really prevalent here. So much nature and everything like that. So really connecting to nature and then recognizing that nature is perfect and perfectly works from the microscopic level of fungi and whatever, just everything, all under the ground, death, life, rebirth, growth, change, strengthening by their environment. Like when the wind blows, a tree's trunk will actually make more like tissue and stuff like that. I mean, nature is so perfect. And then wait a minute, we were also created in the same way, naturally. Just whatever is natural. Like for me, I cannot sit at a desk and talk to people on the phone. And I don't like reading lots and lots and lots of words. I mean, oh my God, I can do it. I'm extremely, smart with that kind of shit. I can do it. But I like to interact little bits at a time. I like to really be myself. I like to have fun. Oh my gosh, my last job, there was no fun. It was all fake. I'm so sick of fake. Aren't you? Aren't you all so sick of fake? I mean, hey, I love the concept of getting dressed up. Oh, this car just passed another car. That was a good one. I don't know if you saw that. It's not a competition. That's what I just got. It's not a competition. It's not a race. You don't have to try to pass other people in order to have it all, because it all is already here with your perfect design for you and who you are. But the thing is, you and me, we all, in order to have this awakening and this experience, we had to be innocent and small and vulnerable. And even when you're in the womb, there are traumas that happen. Like, for example, they've done studies, and if a mother is constantly high stress and, like underage or hiding their pregnancy or like stuff like that, like even shit like that traumatizes. So we are carrying ancestral wounds, maternal ancestral wounds. So not only is an awakening individual for each of you, each ego, each human, that you, the one, the only one that makes everything happen, that creation, that person, that creation, that perfect one, but as a whole, each and every one being part of the whole goes to all time. So when you think about it, every woman bared a child, and the child was bringing the trauma, the hormones, the programming over and over. Let me check that I'm not late. Yeah, I'm not late. This guy's gonna go walk his doggy across the street. That's my client's neighbor. Love it. So all the ancestral wounds come through, and males and females have this, but the ones who give birth are the ones who pass it down in once the fetus and child is developed. And it's just amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, people, open your minds, because ego says, oh, it revolves around me, and I have to be the prettiest and the best, and I have to possess other people, and I have to control other people, and I have to control everything and everybody. And if anybody is wrong or I don't agree with them, then they're wrong and they're horrible. But we're all one. We're all just reflections. So the one who's pissing you off is part of you. And I accept that. I'm completely pissed off at people. And I ask myself all the time, why did I create that situation? What was I doing with that one? And I ask Spirit, I say, Spirit, what are we, this loyalty issue? And what I'm learning is that actually we are all one. And so it's so perfect. If I didn't have this space away from the toxic person who, is part of me and is me, and even the one on the other side who is playing a character, a role of being a, shadow, basically the opposite, the inverted of what I am, right? Because I'm a real one, but other people, they can paint themselves up to look like they're spiritual or they're so sweet, and no, I am sweet. Anyway, but I'm also can get very ugly because you don't mess around. You don't mess with me. But at the end of the day, it's just 10% battery left, 10:03. So you see how easy 10:10, see how easy that those thoughts of separation can come up. It's like, oh, them and me and them and me. But how boring if we all just showed up and were planted in one spot and we just kind of, I mean, come on. No. Source didn't come here so that everybody could have so that it, through everybody and everything and every tree and every dragonfly and every human being, probably one of the funnest creations of God, could just be miserable and bored and angry and volatile and violent towards each other, towards itself. Because when you make, when the way that you love yourself is how you will start loving other people, and you'll start to realize that, oh my God, I have the capability and capacity to love everybody, and not like Christian love, like love the sinner, hate the sin. No, we don't play like that. No, we are not scared of the darkness around here. I've experienced the whole spectrum, and you want to. You want to experience it and then choose in every moment. How will you treat yourself? Meaning, how will I treat what is being presented to me? Because you are always there. So you're kind of like really just watching a life play out in front of you, watching an experience, having options show up, and you pick them. And then you might say, oh, that was a good option, or oh, I didn't really enjoy that, or oh, that kind of hurt my hand or my heart or my bank account or my feelings. I don't know, right? You feel, okay? And another thing is, we're not scared of pain around here. Like I said, there is a type of pain that is actually you increasing your capacity for more light. Your body starts to adjust. Your kinks start to present themselves. Your body craves to stretch and breathe and open up. You do some physical work, you work the land, you build something for someone, and things hurt a little bit. So there's that kind of pain, and then there's the pain of the ego. It's all in the head. The pain that's in the head that says, "Oh, I'm going to lose everything. But what if they screw me over? But what if they don't ever shave their armpits? Or what if I'm going to die? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to die. Like, oh, my whole life is going to crush because I don't have my fake eyelashes on," or like whatever people do, which is all fine. It's all perfect. But the ego is always with you. So you can choose to just let the ego drive your whole life, or you can invite source consciousness and you will feel the difference. Not necessarily that everything will be easy, and not necessarily that everything will feel good, and not necessarily that as soon as you step out the door, you're going to win the lottery. But every single moment, you'll start to notice how it's stacking on itself, and you have to be willing, if you want this experience, to actually delight in every now moment as much as possible. Even the weird ones, even the messy kitchen, like my kitchen was a mess. I just kind of picked it up and I'm like, yeah, I'm living here. Yay. I'm so thankful. So 1414, as I said that, and that 1414 stuck for a while there when I looked at it. So that's the message. I'm trying to follow the call and share myself with the world, because I know that there's more people out there like me that need to hear this, especially from this stage where it really felt like I was losing everything. My ego was like, oh my gosh, should I just change so that this girlfriend wants to be nice to me? Oh my gosh, I was worried I was going to lose everything. But then I said, no, I need to continue on my path. And I am just so amazed at this peace I have, and how 1455, the number of action, um, how much peace I have, how, yeah, here and there I hear like creeping thoughts that come up. I let it out. I said everything. I faced it. I made like 3 posts about it, and it just let it go. But I'm not going to erase the stuff I said, because I am sharing my journey. And that means that, yeah, the bad stuff too. I've had very, very dark, heavy stuff in my life. And now here I'm in a place, and I'm not doing that really anymore, as much. But the breathing, the deep breathing, just going through your day, like literally just go through your day, and every now and then stop, breathe, and just be mindful, literally, for even if it's 30 seconds, and just look around, find something to be grateful for, and then acknowledge something that you are like, oh, that's not really fun anymore. I'm not really having fun with that. Or, oh, that's different. Or, just without, like, when you have so much judgment for everything that comes up, because your brain is trying to keep you safe, your ego, your human, your body is always trying to look out for threats, keep you safe. So you're going to judge everything. Oh, I don't agree with that. That means that that's evil and horrible. And, oh, it's so wrong. What? I mean, think about it. People judge so harshly. So wait a minute. You can hunt a deer, kill a deer, harvest its body, put its antlers or its whole head up on the wall, but it would be weird for maybe, say, a shaman to find a dead animal in the woods and feel called to spiritually harvest the animal parts for, their altar or their divination and stuff like that. What is the difference? Why do people judge like, oh, no, it's got to be exactly this way or else it's weird? Who cares? We're all one. So the judgment is something very important. 17, 21, and 22. Those numbers are significant, certainly very significant. So whatever I was saying, which I barely I'm kind of praying right now, but I'm also like, I'm not used to opening my mouth. Well, I guess I do. I talk to people all the time, one-on-one, in my life, and I view their lives and mine and our interaction, and I observe it, and I comment on it, but I try not to judge it too much, but like I said, the ego, the humanness is going to say, oh gosh, I think that's wrong. I think that's going to hurt me. I think that's bad. And you can say, okay, maybe putting your hand in the fire is bad and will hurt you. So maybe you don't do it, but maybe something else that you just think is totally wrong, like the hunting thing or the harvesting of an already dead animal's parts in small quantities, neither are really right or wrong, right? They're just different ways of using the resources here. So 8:22, it's time to go to work. I do hope everybody has a beautiful day whenever you're finding this, and I wish you so much love and so much fun. And yes, give yourself a big hug. You rule.